to another day on the Journey Chez Chem. Well, I know we have some excitement coming up. You have a quiz today, so please do the warm-up questions as quickly as possible, and we'll review them so that you can move on to the quiz. Now, in number 1, we are determining combustion reactions. Therefore, the first thing that I do in these is look at the number of carbons that are given and put the coefficient in to match the amount of carbon. Here I have 6 hydrogens, therefore I would need 3 waters. Now, I'm going to look and see, well, this gives me 4 oxygens. And this gives me 3 oxygens, and together I have 7 oxygens. Now, because oxygen here is O2, I'm going to need to use 7 halves. Because 7 halves times 2 gives me the 7 oxygens that I'm looking for. Now it's balanced, however, I cannot leave it in fraction form. I must multiply through by 2 to eliminate this denominator and the fraction. Therefore, it's going to be 2, 7, 4, and 6. And if I double check the number of atoms, that will work out. In the second one, I do it in a similar manner. I have 9 carbons here, so I'll put a 9 here. I have 12 hydrogens. That means 6 waters. Now this gives me 18 oxygens, and I have 6 oxygens here, a total of 24. However, I must consider that this carbon compound also had an oxygen. So I must subtract my 1 oxygen to leave me with 23 oxygens. Because that is an odd number, again, I must use 23 halves first. Then I have the right number of oxygens, but I cannot leave it in a fraction form. Therefore, I'm going to multiply everything by 2, and I get 18 and 12. That's how we do those. In the second case, I'm changing my sentences to symbols and balancing. And I'm given nitrogen 5 oxide, which is N2O5. The Roman numeral 5 is telling me that nitrogen is plus 5, oxygen is minus 2. So I must write my formula correctly. Now, this is an acid anhydride, and I'm adding water. In these cases, you are given both the reactants and the products, so you don't have to predict them. However, it's coming up. On the assessment, you will need to be able to do that. However, in this case, I know that it's nitric acid. Now, because I have 2 nitrogens here, I'm going to put a 2 coefficient in front of that nitric acid, and that balances everything. Now the next one is sodium oxide. In this case, we have a base anhydride plus water, and we get a base. Once I write the formulas, I cannot change formulas anymore. I must change the coefficients. And here I have 2 sodiums, therefore I must put a 2 in front of the sodium hydroxide, and then everything balances. Now, on the quiz, you will get 5 equations where you have to put in coefficients, but they're not all combustion. There's a variety of them. And you will have 5 sentences to convert to equations. And each one is worth 10 points, and the coefficients are all worth 2 points. Now, I know that you'll do well, so just do the best you can, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow.